Mabuhay! Welcome to Positively Pinoys podcast. I'm Dinah, your host, recording from France. In this podcast, I talk to Filipinos across the globe as they share their inspiring stories and valuable lessons na talaga namang nakaka-proud and very tatak Pinoy. Kaya tara na, magchikahan tayo! I talked to a very dear friend and my very own travel influencer in life, Alain, who has been stuck in Bali, Indonesia for 1 year now due to COVID-19. On this first part, he shared his memorable, crazy, and unfortunate experiences as a traveler before COVID time.
Well, my name is Alain, and I come from Earth, and it's really hard to, when some people would say like, "Where are you from?" There's always a pause for me
Mm-hmm.
because for me it's like I belong to Earth,
Yes.
and that's it.
Well, how do I know Alain? Well, I used to be his fag
Don't go
hag
there.
in Beijing. We were in Beijing and has been doing a lot or did a lot of hedonistic
Big affairs.
activities.
Yeah.
Yes, when we were in China. And personally, he's my very own travel influencer. Di ba?
Oh,
Oh, not just Instagram level, pero highest level. Fabulous
and we were
travel
also neighbors.
influencer. Yes,
We were also
literally.
neighbors,
We
and
were
it surprised me.
neighbors. Okay, so Deng, what was the first country you've been to?
China.
And
Yeah.
what was it like or why China?
I don't know. I was just heartbroken at that time.
Bakit
Oh
ganun
my
parati
God!
ang rason? We're
Again,
always heartbroken when we leave the
oh
country.
my
Oh my God.
God! I'm not gonna.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna tell you that. But you already know the
Past
story,
is
though.
past.
Yeah.
I
So
remember the boy, but I don't remember the feeling anymore.
that's not so true because I still do.
Feelings? You
Oh,
remember oh
yeah.
my
Oh,
God.
yeah. So I was there, and then I was only like planning to travel for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was in Shanghai in a bar in Shanghai, and I was with the expats. Tapos we talk about our work, our jobs, and then they accidentally told me that their college was looking for an English teacher. So I was like, really? They gave me the email of the head of the foreign language department, and then I emailed him, and then he asked me when I could start, and I said I could start next week. And so I went there and I called my boss in the Philippines and I said, I'm not going back.
the the most fabulous exit you can ever do. Hi
Yeah, just
boss,
give
I'm
them a
not coming
call.
back anymore. What year was this and how easy it was to come to China at that
That was
time?
that was like in October or November in 2002. Back then, China was still like the ones you saw in movies. I
May
arrived in Beijing
Shaolin
in 2000. Yeah, something like that. All these
Shaolin people.
pagodas, temples, and everything like that is exactly like that. I landed in Beijing for the first time, and you remember Gumao area?
Mm-hmm.
That area was full of courtyard houses. And then in a span of 6 years until 2008, during the Olympic Games,
Mm-hmm.
that area became like a place for skyscrapers.
Uh,
Really, really, really different when I left in 2010.
and probably way different, very huge different now when you go back to
Yeah, for
Beijing,
sure.
no?
Back then, yung mga ano ba yan, yung, you could actually like drink on the street, like there were no laws yet. Like,
Mm-hmm.
mga bawal-bawal dito, bawal doon.
Mm-hmm.
And then there were more bicycles than
Yeah,
cars
yeah.
during that time. when in 2002 when I was in Beijing, I even explored the courtyard houses in
Mm-hmm.
bicycles. But then when we left, oh my God, we could not even see one bicycle on major streets. Even in Tiananmen Square, no more bicycles. Yeah,
Anyway, how many countries have you been so far?
I've been to 41 countries.
Miss World levels.
Only 41. Only
Only
41. It's like how many countries we have to explore? Like how many countries?
100 more.
198. It depends, I guess, if you include Taiwan.
And what are your top three favorites so far and why?
Top three, that would be Italy,
Ah, yes.
Canada, then
Okay.
China, and then I am in between Morocco and Greece. The
Okay.
top five. Yeah.
So why Italy is the top?
Oh, Italy is just every corner is photogenic.
True, I can attest to
It's
that.
like every corner is photogenic, even if it's like, like walking on medieval streets and everything like that. Napakaganda. Para bang, I don't know, even if the building is ugly,
Uh-huh.
still you find beauty in there.
Yeah, I was saying that to Frenchie. I said like you French people just copied the fabulousness of Italy
Yeah,
because
that's
like
true.
I said like oh my god, like we visited a lot of like historical places or quote unquote castles or noble houses in Venice. So it was like, and then we also visited some in France already in the Loire Valley, the chateaus and all. And then I was like, I mean, they copied, and I said like Italians are really more fabulous. Yes, France is, I would say for me personally, how I look at it is that France is sophisticated, the sophistication is there, but
Yeah,
Italy is just like fabulous in every way. Like
yeah.
like
If
yes,
only, if
buildings and
only the
everything.
cobble, yeah, if only the cobblestones, the walls could talk. It's like
Yes.
there's always history there. Like
Mm-hmm.
really, like I'm fascinated with Italy, especially Florence.
Oh, I've not
I
been there yet,
love
but yeah.
Florence,
Mm-hmm.
and also the Romeo and Juliet. I forgot my Shakespeare. Verona.
Verona,
Verona.
yes.
Verona. Oh my God! It's like I was only there for a night, but I
Uh,
was like, I can already imagine myself living there.
yeah, I mean, if we put away the tourist around it, obviously because
Yeah.
it's a tourist, but yeah, every walls.
But then like the tourists who go to Verona, they're actually like just there for a night or two. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, true.
There's really nothing much to do in Verona, but I just like the feeling of a small town. People just come and go, and then that's it.
And then the food. I
Oh, yes, not to
oh
mention
my
the
god,
food.
the
My
food.
favorite, the food
It's
place in Italy that I really love is in Bologna.
the food for me was like I thought like eating pasta every day would make you, I had too much of pasta, but no. Italy pasta is to the next level. Like
It,
the
it's all
sauce,
even in restaurants.
every
Yeah,
everything is just so simple, so straightforward, but somehow it's so lots of flavors in
it's
your
really
mouth,
good. It's
and
really good.
it's
Yeah,
different. Like even if you go to an Italian restaurant outside of Italy, it doesn't compare to what
doesn't
you will
you know
have in Italy.
it doesn't taste like it's fancy. It's still
No.
like home cooked.
Yes, it's still home cooked. Every single meal we had, obviously, it's the most expensive gastronomic experience of our life so far because it's not cheap.
That's
But
true. Yeah.
but oh my God, like it's worth every penny. You should just do a gastronomic experience of Italy's pasta and carbo loading dishes and
Carbo
meals. Okay, so if you have those favorites, so let me recap: Italy, Spain, Canada, Greece, and what was the other one?
Number four is China, and
China.
then number five would be between Morocco and Greece.
Okay, Morocco and Greece. Okay, so you gave me
You should
five,
try. You should
top five
try to
favorites.
go to Greece.
We wanted to. I mean, I told Frenchie if we wanted to have a honeymoon, it will be in Greece. But then we're trying to, because we bought a camping van, so we tried
Uh,
to make use of the van, and then because our school holidays are only every I mean, the length of our school holidays is 2 weeks, so driving from Paris to somewhere else would take a lot of time. So we calculate, where we want to go. So obviously, if all these things, come to an end, hopefully very, very soon, and very, very safe to travel, we will do a lot of, long,
yeah.
long traveling, and
Don't
hopefully
ever,
we can go to these places very,
don't
very
ever
soon.
forget. Yeah, don't ever forget to go to Santorini.
Yes,
Oh
that's
my
what that's
God.
I told him, like, just take me to Santorini and that's it. I'm good. But
Oh,
not for
oh
now.
God. Oh my God. It's the best island I've ever been to.
Well, I will dream of it. Okay, so least three favorites country and why.
Least favorite. That would be, I don't know. I think all the countries I've been to is like they have their own quirks,
Yeah.
but I don't think I would say I don't like this. I don't like this country or I don't like this city.
Mm-hmm.
So I could not really say that I have least favorite because of all countries I've been to, it's very strange to me, but I still really want to go back to these countries.
Maybe a
Least
little
favorite.
bit like you expected so much of the country and you kind of like
But
disappointed. Maybe
but
something
there
like
is
that.
one country where I had a bad experience. It's Dominican Republic because Leah Roth and we met. She's from Switzerland, and then she was working in Dominican Republic in a resort, and
Mm-hmm.
so we met there during a festival in Santo Domingo.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos on our way back to our hostel, talagang we were robbed. We were not just robbed, but we were attacked by a group of teenagers. Tapos nakuha nila yung purse ni Leia with the passport, money, and important documents that he
Mm-hmm.
has.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos they attack her first because she's white, like she's really really white,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
then so they actually attack her first, and then after that I was shouting like "Policia, Policia," and then maybe it's because of how I say it, like they knew all along that
You
my
are
accent,
you're
even if I
also
say Policia, but my accent was like foreigner.
mm-hmm.
So they started coming to me, and then they
Mm-hmm.
also attacked me, and there was a struggle because I do not want to give them my camera back. Like
Mm-hmm.
back then, I was traveling with this, you know, like
Huge
professional
bulky
camera, like professional
DLSR.
camera with a
Yeah.
professional, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I did not really want to give it to them. And so, and then quickly I realized that, I'm gonna die. I didn't want to give that camera because that camera was not mine in the first place. I just
Oh no.
borrowed from a friend of mine. And then
Okay.
the second is that my passport is there. Okay, take your
Mm-hmm.
camera if you want to. I can pay my friend, but
Mm-hmm.
please, my passport, I'm just gonna get it first. Okay,
Uh-huh.
because
So
I don't
you
want to go to.
negotiated with them.
No, I didn't. That was in my mind. That was in
Ah,
my
okay.
mind. And so there
Mm-hmm.
was a struggle for maybe like almost a minute. I don't want to give it to them. And then until I realized that I'm not going to win with this. It
Mm-hmm.
was around 7. It was a little bit dark. And there were many people around us. And they were just like
Staring
looking.
and
No one
mm-hmm.
was helping.
Oh
And
my
so
God.
what happened was that I was about to give up, just give them my camera, everything what's in there.
Are they armed? Were they
No,
armed?
they were just group of teenagers who
Oh my
were
God. Okay.
maybe intoxicated. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
And so I was about to give up, and then but at the same time, I was also shouting for the police. I was about to give up, and then they also gave up. They just ran away. And after that, I just felt the pain in my back because they punched me here on my neck, on my back, and then once in my head. And then I had to pick up Leia right away because she fell down. And I had to pick her up, and then I said, let's go, let's go. We did not even have the time to, you know, to find her slippers. We just got into the taxi, and then the people around us were just shocked as we were just shocked as we were. That's a really bad experience, but I still want to go back there, you know? Yeah, that is a really, I wouldn't say it's my least country, but I would
It's
say
just that you
it's
had a bad
the
experience
most
with the
unforgettable bad
country.
experience I have. Yeah.
Craziest adventure story. Aside from the Dominican
Crazy.
Republic, I think it should
Oh, I
be
think that's it.
dangerous one. But this one is a craziest
Yeah,
adventure
on the
story.
top. But I think I think it would be the when I went backpacking from Thailand all the way to Vietnam in Saigon. So from Bangkok, I went down to Cambodia and then all the way to Vietnam. And then during the time, I think that was 2000, when was that? 2006 or 2007. That time, I took a bus from Bangkok. Tapos, you have to get off doon sa border Thailand and between Thailand and Cambodia. Tapos, gabi na akong dumating doon sa border. Dahil you are on a backpacker's budget. So, you don't really, you don't really want to be taken advantage by these people na, gabi na, kaya you will take the transportation no matter what the price is, right? So,
Yeah.
I didn't. And so, there were two British backpackers also, and there's one guy from Canada. And then we were actually hitchhiking. We were hitchhiking, and then there was this mini truck who stopped by. And then
And around what time was this? Like midnight?
mga
Almost
ano
midnight?
na yun, siguro mga 11:30.
Oh, okay.
10 to 11:30, parang ganun.
Uh-huh.
Tapos there were still cars, but they were, they were charging us like way too much. But then during that time also, the from the border of Thailand, Cambodia, on the Cambodian side, all the way to Siam Reap, the road was really like corrugated. Like, parang ganun, talagang it's not concrete.
Lubak-lubak portion.
Oo. Tapos, so ayun, may mini truck na yung driver nag-stop by. So ayun, nag-ano kami doon sa likod ng truck niya. Ano bang kasama namin? Mga manok at saka baboy.
Delivery.
Yes! Oh my God, it was so crazy. And then at first, we were like, oh my God, this is gross. But then, you are tired. It's already getting late. You are tired and late. So what would you do? Sleep. You just have to forget all the worries that you have.
Beside the chickens and the pigs, you go to
Yeah.
sleep.
Oh my God. It's like, that was a really, really great experience for traveling. And
Yeah.
then when we arrived, I think mga around almost three.
What? Oh my God, 3 hours in that truck?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Tapos nag-stop pa yung driver kasi siguro inaantok siya. Magsisigarilyo siya. And then we would really feel like, oh my God, is this the place where they're going to kill us? Every time they stop, we were paranoid.
How many were they? The driver and another
There were
companion?
the driver and another one. And then four of us at the back.
So there's 4 of you, so like 4 is to 2. What's the what could
we were like,
possibly happen?
I know. And then because like we have really heavy backpacks, so what we did is like, kasi walang upuan doon walang upuan. Kasi truck siya na yung parang sa pambaboy talaga. So ang ginawa namin, yung backpack namin, yung ginagawa namin upuan. That was crazy.
Yeah, what a crazy adventure it is, yes.
Yeah.
Maraming salamat sa pakikinig. You can subscribe or download to this podcast on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. Just search for Positively Pinoys. See you next time. Until next chikahan, ingat!